this is production meeting to have myself, Renico Lewis Brown, Luke, and Toya Bar. And in this meeting, we're going to discuss our research and pitching ideas. In my pitch so far, I've discussed what my plot is going to be, explaining that my plot is going to be about a scammer. And on the next page, I explained what a scam is. And on the next page, I talked about where I got my inspiration from. Next, I explained the resources I needed. And on my final one, I talked about how I'll make my film and what days I'll be shooting. Do you got any ideas on what I could add to my pitch or change?
Well, for the research, you could, I don't know, maybe like how you can make yourself look more like a scammer, like tricks that scammers use to scam people. Maybe you could replicate them in the film.
Thanks. All right. I'm going to research something like that.
Luke, do you have anything?
You could find out what locations he's going to use in his house, what would work best for it.
Sorry, what is that you say again?
What locations you would use to film it. Because it's about a scammer, right?
Yeah.
So you need to try and find a perfect location for where the scammer will essentially be. So like, what locations you're going to use in your house.
Okay.
So like maybe like your room or something.
All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could record a screenshot of a recording of the character typing on his laptop to show that he's scamming people.
Yeah.
What ideas do you have?
Do you wanna? Okay. So I changed my idea from the the first meeting, and I decided that it's gonna start off with a girl playing video games, and then she gets a notification on her phone where the boyfriend breaks up with her because she's been neglecting him and like spending too much time on video games. And then the girl gets upset and starts spamming him with messages to give her another chance, but the guy doesn't care. And then she becomes depressed, and then she gets obsessed with video games as a distraction. And it'll probably be like a shooting game, obviously, to make it seem like that she's taking her emotions out on the game. And then after a long time, the guy comes back and texts her saying he misses her and wants to try again, but the girl doesn't care and goes back to playing games. So that's gonna be my idea. And then I just did research into what kind of camera shots I could use, and I saw like short films of people playing games where like the game is reflecting on their eyes or their glasses, so it just makes them look like like they're really just focusing on the game and nothing else. And I think that my main source for this idea was an anime where the main character, his sister dies, and then he becomes really depressed, and then he goes to an arcade and sees a shooting game, and then he just spends all his time playing on that, and then he gets more aggressive and violent because of it, and then he just starts taking it out on people. So I just want that same thing to happen in the film, but instead of getting more aggressive, she just becomes more numb and indifferent to everything. And then, yeah, that's basically it. And then my most, like, the main editing of it will just be a time lapse to show that she's just spending all her time on video games, and then she's just in her room all day in the dark. And then maybe I'll have my little brother come in to like asking to play with me, and I'll just ignore him and stop playing video games to show that it's just ruining her relationship with her family and whatever, because she just doesn't care. And yeah, it's just to show that she's obsessed with video games pretty much. And I might have some flashbacks to obviously their relationship. So yeah, that's basically it. So is there anything else I could add to that?
So you already talked about Call of Duty, how she's going to play the game because Call of Duty looks dark, and that's where she can take her frustration on.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't decided yet what you could add.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna make the boyfriend character? Is it gonna be an actual person, or is it just gonna be like a text? Like, have you decided yet?
Again.
So, like, you know the other character, so like the boyfriend, right? Is that gonna just be like a text character, or is it gonna be like
Yeah,
an actual person?
it's just gonna be like on text, but I might have like I asked Sarah if I could have like previous footage of maybe I don't know me just hanging out with a friend, and then that could like they could act as the
Yeah,
boyfriend,
yeah.
like to basically see it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it'll show up in the flashback, but it won't be the main characters. It'll just
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Um,
so you can say your idea.
what was it mine?
Nope.
So my idea was to have like a slapstick uh, 1 minute 1 minute thing to do with exercising. So and it will basically be education and also try to make the person laugh while they um, watch it essentially. So yeah.
So have you done any research into like you said that you would research jokes that you could add into
Yeah.
it?
So I thought maybe I could do somewhere the weights like drop, or you try and pick it up but you just can't lift it up because you know how because some people ego lift.
Yeah.
So I could just put essentially ego lifting in it as well. Uh, or I could you know how sometimes you see in like cartoons where they lift it up and then it just drops down on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could add like stupid stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically my idea.
Yeah, I could think that could work. So like when your brother said that he would act in it.
He says maybe he hasn't directly said
Uh,
yes or no yet.
so what if he doesn't want to?
I'll just use myself. I'll like wear some like a hat or something with like I've got these really bad sunglasses.
Mm.
I'll just wear them probably. So yeah, probably like try and dress up to look like someone else. So, is there anything you guys think I could add to it?
Um, maybe you could add like some point of view kind of thing, like Are you using a camera, right?
In my phone.
Because it might be hard to find like a how to make a point of view. Because
I could strap it on me, like try and strap it on me.
yeah,
I feel like that would work.
yeah, that would work more. But for this, you probably have to think a lot about your camera shots because it has to look educational as well
Yeah.
and be, you know. So
Is there what was there anything else you guys think I could add?
um, so do you have like multiple equipment in your house to use?
Yeah, I've like lots of different things I can use. Like I have all sorts of different weight exercises to use on objects.
Renika, do you have anything to add?
You could research how to add slapstick to films.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, how can you make it more entertaining? Like, are you gonna have like a, I don't know, you know those old like audience reactions they use in TV shows, like the laughing track. Like, gonna use that, or are you gonna,
I might find something.
or maybe like some sound effects that people use?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could add different sound effects.
I think for the most of it, you just have to like focus on the music to make it more upbeat and just sound
Oh yeah,
educational.
I might put what's that song? Oh, I might put like you know how they use songs to make for exercise things,
Like
montages.
what? Oh,
I might put like a really generic montage song.
yeah. As long as it makes the audience feel upbeat and all that, like they want to exercise and whatever. Um, Maybe you could show them like things that they can use around their house to exercise since we're in lockdown as well.
I just thought of a song could but so you know the song where it's like you're the best around? I could put that in like sarcastically.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's it.
So, do we want to practice our pitch to each other? Because Sarah said that we could do that. I think tomorrow we can do that
I don't mind.
before the actual presentation. So, do you guys want to do that?
I don't mind. Up to you guys.
Or Nico?
Yeah,
Do you want to practice your pitch on tomorrow?
um, I still got yet to create the cue cards for my pitch.
Yeah, that's fine. You can. But it'll be done before tomorrow, right?
What?
Or before we do the pitch?
Should I end the recording?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.